So y'all want a Coach Phil reacts prediction video. Y'all asked for it. I am a man of the people. So you're not going to get that.
Got him.
Don't kick your dudes with dreads.
What's good, everybody? It's Coach Phil with Coach Phil Reacts, and I am back with another video. You kind of walked into that one. You knew I wasn't going to do a prediction. But y'all, my motherfucking phone. So either, I got to have a little bit of fun at y'all expense. Anyway, so this really ain't going to be a prediction video, y'all. All jokes aside, it ain't going to be a prediction video. I thought about it. I just can't. I just can't do a prediction video, y'all. Everybody's doing predictions. Everybody's doing all that stuff. And no disrespect to anybody that does prediction videos. I love them. I absolutely love them. It's great, but that's just not me. And I wanted to do more like a football-based, like football X and O's type thing. So if football X's and O's is not really your thing, then this ain't gonna be the video for you. It's gonna be a quick video. I've got about 5 clips that I want to put in here, and there are really pretty much the keys to success for both teams. The first one we're gonna take a look at for both teams, and mainly it's been all season I've been calling for it, but for these two teams, it's a singular player and a unit. Okay, for Montreal, you got to get the ball out of Brady Oliveira's hand, and you're probably thinking, what do you mean by that, Coach? What I mean by that is Brady Oliveira is such a strong human being and he has really good ball security, but the problem is fumbling is a thing in the CFL that happens a lot, and I mean a whole lot. But how can you get the ball out of a man's hands who's ran for over 1,500 yards and 9 touchdowns and should have won the most outstanding player? Say what you want, say what you will, but I watched both games back when they played in Montreal and when they played in Winnipeg. And Brady did fumble one time, and it's not just about the fumble, it's how they got the fumble.
Marc-Antoine Duquois, Noel Thorpe says Montreal has the football, and they do.
See what I'm saying? It's not gonna take just one man to tackle Brady Oliveira. It's gonna take the whole unit, the whole gang to take him down, but also you have to be strategic in how you get the ball out of his hands. Whether it's you target the tip of the ball, you target the tip of the ball with your helmet or your shoulder, you go for the forearm, or punch it out, you punch under, you punch over the top, you punch around him, whatever way you can get it. You have somebody stun him, and you have somebody come get it out of his hands, if you can. But it's gonna take everybody in the unit to get Brady to fumble the ball. Now, on the other hand, with Winnipeg, you want to get Brady in space. You want to get Brady on more than just draws, downhill. No. Get him in the ISO counter.
Go back in front with that touchdown run by the leading rusher in the CFL, Brady Oliveira.
Also, here's another key when it comes to the run game. For Winnipeg, you got a little something in your bag that I know you don't really show that often, and I know he just came back from injury, but you need to use this gadget a little more because you got 2 gadgets, actually 3 if you actually think about it. You've got Dembski, you've got Jaren Grant, and you also got McCray. Use them, but use them in ways that can get the defense thrown off. What I mean by that is there's tendencies and there's things that defenses see. They key in, all right, this is the type of run that they're going to do. They have to do ISO in this situation. They have to draw, counter, outside zone, inside zone, this situation, this down and distance, second and so and so. There are times where you can mix in a little razzle dazzle. Not a lot, but enough to where the defense is on their heels and you catch them slipping. And what I mean by that is throwing a jet sweep every now and then.
And it's been a big part of what they've done over the last few years.
They sneak Janarian Grant in here for a touch. Taking the Rashid
on the final drive that ended up with an Alouette win, but not there on the sweep. Dembski, he's breaking tackles. Nick Dembski. What a game he
The next thing, passing offense, pass defense, pass rush, pass blocking. Both things that are vital, and both teams are pretty good at it. One is a little better than the other, but both of them, when they do take the top off of a defense, you get touchdowns and you gonna get a lot of yards and real good field position. You gonna get in the red zone. The problem that I have is with Montreal, it's not so much they can't do it, it's the fact what they have to do to get to that point. Early on in the season, I criticized Jason Moss for making Cody drop back 5 to 7 steps in his drop back, which then causes problems in the passing game. I've seen now that they've made Cody drop back about just the maximum 1 to 3 steps. Not bad, but if you're trying to stretch the field, you're gonna have pressure coming at you from Winnipeg's defense.
Conference.
The rush on here, Fajardo couldn't get it away.
But hold on 1 second though. Yes, Winnipeg has a really good pass rush when they dial it up and they call it, but sometimes they get very conservative with their defensive calls. They're playing back, they play some zone. Not a lot of man that I've seen from them, correct me if I'm wrong. I've seen a lot more zone than I have man. But when you do play a lot of zone, you're dropping most of your guys back. Maybe you're sending 4 guys, maybe you'll send 5 guys, maybe you'll send, it depends on the situation. So when you're setting that pressure, it's not just about the blitz, it's not just about the pressure. It's about how you send it and where are you sending it? Which gap are you sending it? Are you more of an outside blitz team? Are you an inside? Are you an A gap blitz team? Are you a B gap? Are you double gap? Are you sending stunts? Are you sending loops? What are you sending? And most of all, Cody's not really running outside. Cody's not going to do like a Caleb Evans. He's not going to do Dustin Crump. He's not really looking outside. Cody's not he's not that big, but he's not small. Cody's not going to go down without a fight. As you can see in the next clip, when Cody sees opportunity to run up the middle in a draw situation where he's got to climb the ladder, he going to take it, and he's not going down without a fight.
Fajardo drops back. Bombers knew it as well. They send the pass rush. Fajardo bounces off 2 tacklers. A strip attempt, and now Brandon Alexander finds.
In Montreal's situation, though, for their defense, you want Zach running outside because he's trying to keep the play going, and you have a chance at forcing him to throw the ball across field or towards the middle, and you have a chance to get a pick.
For Winnipeg. And quickly looking is Collaros, but he doesn't like what he sees, so he takes off with Sean Lemon chasing him.
If you see Marc-Antoine Dequoy in the box, shading over the A gap, somewhere hovering the B gap, crossing over to the other B gap, I promise you, if you throw at that intermediate or short route, he's going to pick it, and he's going to take it to the house, and he's going to high step on you.
This first half started with a pick 6 Alouettes, and late in the first half, they do it again to retake their lead.
And I know you're probably sitting there saying, Coach Phil, you said they're going to take the top off of the defenses. Well, that's true. So I do want to show what happens because both teams have this problem. Miscommunication in the secondary.
Drew Wolotarski into the end zone. And now Montreal's given up their first touchdown. Slow up onto his feet, and he'll stand up now and give the first step.
Back's their best offensive weapon.
Fajardo on 2nd and 9. Down the field, came on Julian Grant. He beat home across the field, and Julian Grant goes deep.
In his 8th year out of Manitoba. There's a deep look to the end zone! Touchdown!
Now check that out. In 2 out of those 4 clips, there was miscommunication on who was going to take the high, who was going to take the low. Okay? There was another one where you saw with the cross going across the middle, who's taking the crossing route? Winnipeg has struggled with that at times. Who's taking the crossing routes? Because that big play is crucial, and that will break a defense's confidence. If you don't communicate, there's going to be problems all game. Now, on the other 2 clips, when it came from Montreal's side, on their defense, it was more of, well, damn, are we man or are we zone? That's just what I'm surmising is there was a miscommunication on what side of the field are we playing zone and on the other side are we playing man. Because Zach sees, okay, I don't really have to scan the field too much. I can see right now that they are messing up. I'm going to just throw it up there to Woltarski. Okay? So whoever communicates the best and whoever is the most disciplined defense for 4 quarters is going to win the Grey Cup. So let's get to the final thoughts, y'all. All right, y'all, these are the final thoughts. I'm very excited to see this one. We got the hottest team coming into the Grey Cup the last 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 weeks, some odd time like that. They've been the hottest team in Montreal, whereas we also have the reigning and defending full-time West Division champs, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, man. Very experienced against a team that's got nothing to lose, but they've got all the momentum, they've got all the motion, they've got all the juice. They are gonna go at it. I'm excited. I don't really know, but I do have a choice and I do have a pick, and I'm gonna let you know who's gonna win the game. My choice. I know I was messing with y'all. I know I was teasing like, oh, this ain't gonna be a prediction, but you know, I'm a nice man. You know, I'm gonna give y'all what you. I'm not that evil. But continue to be great, strive for greatness, all that jazz, and always remember,
There ain't a steroid running through this body, baby. All this body's got in it is just a little bit of whiskey, a little bit of fight, and a big heart.
and Coach Phil's pick for the 110th Grey Cup is the